WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I'm in Ireland, the Busker, and I am not going to try the triple cask, triple smooth, not yet. That'll be video number 4. I am not going to try the single grain, that is video number 3. I have already tried the single pot still, which was a D in my book. Did not like that very much, and today I'm going to try the single malt. Yay! So what we have here is, first of all, a screw top, which I'm going to have to get used to because I'm used to corks, to be very honest, but I kind of do know what type of segment they're going for with the screw top. So what we have here is whiskey base number 168138, a single malt, which is brand new in Ireland from the Royal Oak Distillery. Started up 2016, at least started producing whiskey 2016. They have a capacity over 2 million liters, which is over 4 million bottles a year, which is a lot. Ilva Zorano actually owns it. It used to be cooperation together with Walsh Whiskey, Irishman, and Writer's Tears from Bernard Walsh, but unfortunately they disagreed in the focus and on the future of the company, and so they decided to go separate ways. Bernard Walsh remained super premium products with his nice little Irishman and Writer's Tears, and they decided to go more of the retail supermarket brand, the cheaper. Even though with 35 euros, I do not consider that cheap. I can get 2 bottles of Jameson for 1 bottle of this. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare it to a 10-year-old Bushmills. I could have taken the Black Bush or the Red Bush, which I just don't have available at the moment. Therefore, I went for the 10-year-old Bushmills, which is also from Northern Ireland. Yay, up there in Giant's Causeways. And the 10-year-old is actually something I like, but sometimes I think it could be better than it actually is. Might be me, might be the juice. All right, first of all, we look at the different casks, and we see here there was actually sherry involved, ex-sherry, ex-bourbon. It's darker. Here we have more of a mellow type of, fruity type of floral moment. On the nose. Okay, it seems to be a little young. I'm getting a little bit of that unripe pear moment. I'm getting a little bit of an unripe peach moment. A lot of unripe fruits here at the moment. Even a little bit of an unripe apple. And a little bit of an unripe blackberry or raspberry, more of a raspberry to be honest. If I go over to the Bushmills 10-year-old, oh, I get darker, deeper. I'm not about darker. I'm getting deeper, more complex moments. It's sweeter, it's rounder, it's much better. A little bit more of a floral moment as well. So, cheers. So I've worked on my hand signals a little bit. So usually I talk about how the flavor profile goes up and down and so on. And when I use 2 hands and do this, it's a little bit of an explosion of heat in my mouth. Now this is more than I expected for the explosion of heat in my mouth. 44.3% is nice, but it's very young. It's almost a little bit metallic. This is not the type of whiskey I'm going to go, oh yeah, I'm going to buy again. This is the type of whiskey where I'm going to go, oh, look at that bottle, avoid it, unfortunately. I'm not sure about the single grain. I'm not sure about the triple cask yet. But this is actually, for me, a little bit worse than the single pot still. I did not like the single pot still. The single pot still was a D. This is more of a D minus, to be very, very honest. It leaves a very rough, jagged, uncool type of flavor on your tongue. Add 2 drops of water. See what happens. It's a very, very unique smell here. I got something very similar on the single pot still. I couldn't put my finger on it. I have a fruity, floral type of oatmeal moment. Very young, very, very bright, very, very, a little tainted actually for me, for my palate. Not something I'm going to actually recommend or buy again. So sorry. I see potential. Wait another 2, maybe even 4 years. This is going to be a very nice whiskey. But at the moment, it's just not where I would like it to be, where I would expect it to be. This is now going to be together with Jameson and together with Tullamadu and together with maybe Paddy or something else. This is going to be one of those entry-level Irish whiskeys. And people taste them and go, oh, look, yeah, no thank you. And the first impression is a very, very important moment. And I do not have the opinion, I bought these bottles myself, that the Buskers actually did a good job of their initial inaugural release. Bushmills 10, yes, it's older, I know. It's the same price, basically, at least here in Germany. Much, much more comprehensive. You have a great, very good finish. You have a middle and you have an end that all just are cohesive. Floral, the malty sweetness runs through the entire palate. There's nothing here that goes, ugh, like I had with over here with the youth and with the metallic moment. This is a good, solid whiskey, especially for its price. All right, I expected a little bit more from the single malt. I was hoping to work my way up. Instead, I worked my way back. At the moment, I'm giving this a D-, value for money, a D-. The question of the day is, what is your favorite single malt from Ireland? Bushmills 16 for me. I just really, really enjoy it. Looking forward to the grain now from the Buskers. Maybe that is something they did well. Maybe the last one, which was the cheapest, the triple cask, is something they did very well. Let's see what happens here. Whiskey Jason, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, maybe even tell others, even though I did not like this bottle, about this crazy guy over here in Europe tasting whiskey you might not see for a long time, or you might not ever see because it's so exclusive, rare, and exotic. All the best. Whiskey Jason here. Bye-bye.